Now, when you think of the future, you think, obviously, if you've watched Back to the Future, you're thinking flying cars, just all this technologically advanced stuff. Dear God, that was hard for me to say for some reason. But, you think of just, such futuristic stuff. Now, this video will tell us 10 things that will, in big capital letters, will happen by 2050. How old will I be in 2050? That is a wonderful question. My phone is over here. Let me get my calculator out because I'm too stupid to do math. Let's see here. Minus 2050. I will be 53. Dear God. Ugh. Will I even be alive then? That's a wonderful question. Who knows? I haven't even made it halfway to 50 yet. Oh, God. Oh, God. All right, stop psyching myself out. So without further ado, let me know in the comments, how old will you guys be in 2050? So without further ado, let us get into this Sidemen react and see what technologically advanced, I know I didn't say it right, stuff will be cool, if it's cool or not or what, I don't know, but let's go.
Way!
What up, there?
Do you know what day it is, guys?
Friday.
It is indeed Friday, and that means we're going to be recording some Sidemen Reacts with
It's Tuesday
Toby
for
and
me.
Zerka.
Why
Yes.
am I still Zerka,
Why
bro?
did you get that name?
I don't know.
Why
I
am I
don't
always
actually know.
Zerka.
Anyway, what video have you picked?
What do you want,
today,
Big Daddy Josh
Today
again?
we are reacting
Oh,
to
Toby.
10 unexpected things
Toby?
that will happen by 2050.
Toby?
Ah! Don't say that. Don't say
Wait, what
that.
happened? What happened? Hold on, sorry.
10 unexpected things that will happen by 2050.
Just throwing it out there, I'll be 57.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Ah! Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
You say 58.
Oh, yeah. Toby, you're 57, 58. No, 57 is the year. On that year.
It's the matter thing is, it's less than 30 years until 2050. Like 2050 sounds.
That sounds futuristic.
It does. It does.
Ooh,
I know,
even
right?
Harry on. Sorry.
Oh, how old will I be? Wait, I'll be
54.
Mate, if I'm still kicking at 2050, I'll be gassed. We'll have a toast to it. We'll sit down for a beer with 2050. Be like, look, boys, we actually made it this far.
If that's a concern for you, you need to make some
Yeah,
better
you should just
lifestyle
line change.
Alright, anyway, let's get it started. Let's get it started.
We all carry tiny computers around in our pockets that give us access to all the world's
We
knowledge.
do?
Speak to
Yeah.
intelligent devices in our homes when we want to know what the weather's like outside or need to order a pizza. And
Yeah.
some of us even have cars that can take over driving duties for
Yeah.
us in most conditions. It may seem like the peak, but it's not even close.
What do you mean?
Prognosticators like famed futurist Ray Kurzweil, who is currently Google's director of engineering, have been peering into the future for decades with a remarkable level of accuracy. And if they're right, which they usually are, the next 30 years or so are going to absolutely blow your mind. Here are 10 things we can expect to take place before the year
Ooh.
2050.
Exciting.
Better not let me down.
I don't
Self-driving
know.
car technology has come a very long way in just the past 5 years or so.
You need this, Toby.
Harry, I'm not having this. I'm not having this. Think of all the times I've driven you home safely from Sidemen shoots, and this is what you want to do.
I'd feel a lot safer if the car was self-driving.
Ask
I'm not gonna
me
lie to
for
you.
a lift again.
Ask me for a lift again.
buddy.
I asked you for this the other day. You said no. You said
Yeah, I
no.
was going home. You want to come home with me?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
know,
that's
to be
what I
honest.
thought.
What we've seen from the tech so far is just the tip of the iceberg. A recent study by microprocessor giant Intel predicts that we'll see this technology ramp up very quickly, becoming an $800 billion industry by 2035 and exploding into a $7 trillion revenue stream by 2050. Intel refers to this revenue stream as the passenger economy,
10 years.
which takes into account goods and services that will benefit from the rise of fully autonomous
Emar,
vehicles.
they're everywhere.
In Dubai, they're literally every building.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, yeah. I've been
yeah,
this in the
yeah,
first
yeah.
in Dubai. They literally own everything, bro.
The package delivery and transportation industries will undergo a seismic shift, and transportation fatalities will practically
I have
cease to
heard that.
exist.
I can't see drones going delivering parcels still.
Do they not already have them?
I just can't
trialing?
see it happening. Like,
Yeah,
surely,
I
she
know.
should get nabbed.
Yeah.
If you drop a drone in ends, that drone's gone, bro.
Yeah?
That
Yeah,
PS5 you ordered.
yeah,
God.
yeah.
I'd rather someone deliver it.
General Motors recently announced that as soon as next year, they'll be introducing a next-generation Chevy Bolt that will be fully autonomous and won't even come equipped with a steering wheel and pedals.
Mad.
What?
The smartphone
I refuse.
revolution
I
is
don't
only
care.
a little more than a decade old, but already it seems like the device that none of us can live without is hitting a technological wall. Their
Yeah.
power, battery life, and ease of use simply can't be significantly improved upon, which has many in the tech industry thinking about what comes next.
What?
While the answer isn't clear, they certainly have a few ideas, and they all point to the
What?
inevitability
That's
that
what I
within
said.
the next decade, the smartphone as we know it will become a thing of the past. What we do know is that many of the signs of this forthcoming obsolescence can
What?
already be seen in
Oh
today's
yeah, like
phones.
that.
Apple
Honestly,
and
that'd be
Samsung
really
provide
sick.
markets and large
Like that just like
smartphone
so
companies
futuristic,
have
like
recently
type of
been
movie,
focusing
like you know,
heavily
just
on upgrades to
like
their
oh my god,
voice-based,
sorry.
artificially intelligent virtual assistants, a trend we can expect to continue. Also, augmented reality features, which overlay the real
They
world
already
with
have this.
digital objects and interfaces.
That freaks me out, you know. I don't like the. I
want
know
to
it's
phone
not
them
actually
out.
built into your wrist.
It's
but
a projector on that wristband, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a
It
projector.
actually
Yeah.
dead still. Like, if you're out in the sun, glare,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah, yeah.
Glare,
I can't see.
mate.
Personal computing devices may look more like small, unobtrusive AR headsets, but even further into the future, your device may actually become a part of your
Imagine the
brain.
boys just
Tesla
chilling all
found
like
that
that.
formation of a new company called Neuralink, the sole goal of which
Oh,
is to
This freaks me. I don't like.
When
I
they
don't
start
like.
doing
no,
such
no,
a
no,
range,
no,
I'm
no.
out. I'm out.
a
Yeah, I don't-
brain-computer
yeah.
interface which will finally close the gap between our minds and our machine.
Josh would get it. 100%. Josh would get it.
Why would I get it?
I feel
already
like
have it,
you
bro.
like you like that stuff now.
I've already got it.
He's already got it.
Yeah, I think it's quite cool. Like, if they actually manage to implement the things of like, oh, you can just install a language, that'd be sick.
Nah, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I can't. Imagine you get
There's
hacked.
too many
I've
cons
already
that come with
That's one thing
Yeah.
that I'd be like, oh yeah, like, imagine they hack Neuralink. Your
Yeah,
brain's
true.
what?
Twitter got
Yeah.
hacked. My Twitter got hacked. My Neuralink can get hacked as well.
You're not
Outside
wrong.
boy.
These
in your
thoughts
head.
get exposed to the timeline. Oh no.
Speaking of Elon Musk, he's also been in the news early and often lately, as his private aerospace company
Oh,
SpaceX
yeah.
has been
SpaceX.
ramping up
Emotional.
activity.
What's he
The
doing?
company is the first entity,
He's too
public
rich.
or private, to launch a recycled rocket into space, and the standardization of their techniques could make rocket launches up to 30% cheaper, which is a good starting point. But all Musk has ever really wanted is to make space travel accessible and affordable to the
Yes.
public, and they
Yes.
may very well be
I love
closing
that
in
so
on that
much.
mission.
So, would you do this, Harry? Would you go to space?
Yes, I would go space.
Even if you was like one of the first ones to do it?
No, I wouldn't be
think
the
I
first
would.
to do it.
No, I think I'd do
Yeah.
it as well. But I would die happy if I could go to space.
It's too expensive as well. Like for the first like few years.
You're in a
it's just-
Sidemen though.
You're the
Sorry,
Sidemen
mate.
though.
Oh, actually, you raise a good point, my friend. You raise a very good point.
Simon going to
Sidemen Sunday,
space.
Simon go to space.
Yo, I can't wait for that to be the,
Wait,
like a
you try
title.
something
Like, yo, we going on
put a rocket
SpaceX.
in there.
So, no. I don't think you could.
We'll bang, probably. We'll bang.
While space tourism remains far out of reach for the general public, some, including NASA astronaut Don Thomas, are predicting that this won't be the case in as little as 10 years.
Jeez.
That's not long.
Be 37.
Stop it.
32.
Recent advances in artificial intelligence,
Or
or
33, one of
AI,
those.
are as thrilling as they are scary. Facebook's experiments with AI chatbots resulted in two bots promptly creating a new language that only they could understand before the plug was pulled. And that's only one recent example.
Oh, shit.
Some of the
What?
world's smartest people, such as astrophysicist Stephen Hawking, are of the opinion that AI poses a greater threat to mankind than any other technology. It may be mind-blowing to you that you can ask Siri to cue up your favorite song and make her learn how to pronounce your friends' names correctly. But those working on the technology have far loftier goals in mind. Ray Kurzweil is an authority on this subject, which is why Google has tasked him with figuring out ways to improve and even revolutionize its search engine technology. He thinks that on its current course, research into artificial intelligence will produce an AI that will pass the Turing test, meaning that in conversation it will be indistinguishable from a human being.
Oh,
scary.
okay.
I'm not
Nope,
trying
nope.
to
I
do that.
When they get
hate
too
nope.
smart, it's fucked.
We're gonna die to robots.
Yeah, probably. Not gonna lie.
You know, that might be us.
Genuinely.
That might be us done.
Oh well.
We could clone the Sidemen.
Hey.
Right? I
Get
was
these side
thinking-
raps for us. Whack a video there.
Just watch a video then.
We get AI to do a whole Simon Sunday.
Yeah.
A Simon Sunday, but they're robots. We just get 7 robots and get to learn who we are. Just watch them
It's
interact
not
with each
a
other.
terrible idea, you know.
It's not
like
a
3 years,
bad
not 4 years. I
idea.
think it's
It's
like
not
that.
gonna lie. Oh, battery's
Let's
gonna
be
die.
frank.
Hold on.
Once we have robots robots that are indistinguishable from humans, it will take about 10 seconds before people from all walks of life are lining up around the proverbial block to have sex with those robots. There is no short supply of
JJ's
ethical
first in
issues
the
involved
line.
with killing a
JJ
robot
is
sex.
first in
But
line.
knowing what we know about human nature, it is definitely going to happen. And many forward-looking minds are already trying to work out how we will integrate human-robot relationships into society.
Oh
Far
my
from
God.
simply sex toys, many experts are predicting that a great deal of humans will choose to forego romantic relationships with other humans in favor of robots. Famed futurist Dr. Ian Person predicts that virtual sex in some form or another will be commonplace by 2030, with robots
Jesus
capable of
Christ.
sexual relations appearing in wealthy households as soon as 2035. Dr. Person also agrees with London University professor David Levy, author of a book on the subject
Humans
of
are
human-robot
tapped, we're so
relations, that actual marriage between human and machine will be legal by 2050.
No, boys, that's a bit. I don't want to offend any robots watching.
Obviously, yeah, obviously not.
Between a
But
human and a human. That's all I would say. Actually, no, because some people marry animals, don't they? I'm gonna shut my mouth. I want to say something offensive.
A cure for cancer has long been the holy grail of medicine, and it's eluded us in large part because cancer is not just one disease. A wide range of malignancies that attack the body in completely different ways fall into the range of cancer, meaning that there cannot truly be a one-size-fits-all cure, unless
Yeah.
perhaps there can be. Recent developments have seen a completely new approach to treating cancer in all of its forms, and they're promising enough that some experts are claiming that an end to cancer is in sight. In 2016,
Really?
researchers announced a new treatment
I
that
buy
acts
it.
as a universal cancer vaccine.
Peas, don't it?
That's why I don't buy it. Literally,
Yeah.
that
So it's only
industry
peas in
makes
industry.
so much bread. Pharmaceuticals in itself is just ridiculous.
$1 trillion industries over there.
They're collecting the bag. Fair play to them.
You get bags sometimes.
Different kind of pharmaceuticals.
The low-hanging fruit, Josh. That's what you've done. You just- yeah.
A recent analysis from 2 universities in the UK has suggested that by 2050, cancer mortality in patients under the age of 80 will dwindle to 0.
It's nuts.
The slow march of time has been the
We'll be
enemy
under the
of
age of 80.
mankind for our entire history. But many scientists believe that this doesn't have to be the case forever, or even for very much longer. Increasingly, aging is coming to be seen by the scientific community not as some inevitable mystical process, but as a destructive biochemical one, and one that with the right technology can be prevented, or even reversed. Ray Kurzweil, for his part, believes that biotech
okay.
upgrades will add 1 year of life
Come on,
expectancy
Josh, we
to our
got a
own
chance.
current lifespans every year, beginning in 2020. These encapsulate myriad technologies, from computerized 3D printed implants to stem cell therapies to genetic engineering, a technology which is already a reality thanks to CRISPR, the gene editing technique that is currently undergoing
know.
rigorous testing
we
in
shouldn't be
China,
touching,
where lax
innit?
regulations compared to the US allow for a wider variety of techniques to be examined. A stunning array of universities and institutions are pursuing these technologies, and they're making some bold predictions. Cadell Last of the amazingly named Global Brain Institute thinks that humans will reach their 120th birthdays by 2050, and David Kekich of the Maximum Life Institute has gone even further, saying that he believes we will have the tools to reverse aging by 2029.
Why?
Like, to
yeah.
think though, right? All this stuff probably will happen, but we're gonna be screwed. There's gonna be so many people on the planet.
That's what I'm saying. We're fucked as it is.
Always gonna come like one of those films, isn't it, where like we're gonna like the tier system of people based on like their what's it called? Their salaries will be
Yeah.
a huge issue.
What do you mean?
Because like the highest earners will have all this like reverse aging process stuff, and it's gonna create this huge divide between the two.
Survival of the richest.
It'd be like, you know what's the
Basically.
film In Time? But have you seen it, Harry?
I don't watch. You know, I don't watch films.
I always wanted to
No,
watch it, but I
I'm
never
talking
watched
about
it because it
film,
didn't
am I?
have
I watch documentaries, but
what's
you
his
can't
face
watch
in
films.
it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, in this film, like your
Was
life
it
has time on
Justin
your arm.
somebody?
So you'll say like
No.
40
Okay.
seconds.
It was
left,
somebody.
Say 20 years, and the rich people have like 400 years left on their arm.
Well, they can just add time to it. They can like
Yeah,
buy
and
time.
everything you
and
do
Yeah,
is
yeah.
paid by time. So like, you say you want to buy a car, you'd pay for it in time. So you might say like pay 5 days, and you lose 5 days of your life by paying for it. But in the film, they're all sectored off into different areas. So like, the rich people live only with rich people, and you can't get into the rich area unless you have X amount of time on your arm.
How do you get rich?
stuff. That's kind of cool.
So that means it just separates.
You're just
stuff.
born
It
into
separates
it,
everyone
kinda thing.
completely.
I
I feel
thought-
like all that stuff's going to end up happening if we're not careful.
Well, we can only hope, boys. We can only hope.
What do you mean we can only hope, Harry? Jesus Christ.
An artificial brain that performs just like a human one will be within reach by 2050, if you believe the scientists that have made the development of this tech their life's work. A Massachusetts company called Neurologics has created an artificially intelligent platform based on the design of the human brain, and that's just the beginning. Futurists such as Kurzweil, Persson, and others are in near unanimous agreement that within the next few decades, the technology will exist to digitally decode a human being's consciousness and upload it into an artificial unit no larger than our actual brains. Of course, if this is true, it means that the human race will have achieved immortality. We'll be able to conquer death completely. Our minds will exist solely in the digital realm, housed in artificial bodies that can simply be replaced if injured or destroyed.
That's it. But also very scary.
Yeah,
Like, say we clone your brain, Harry.
Yeah.
So then there's two of your brains, right?
Yeah.
Do you like?
Yeah,
did you think in both brains? Or is
No.
it someone think like you and it is you, but it's
It
not
is.
you?
It's just like you. It's
because
not
I'm thinking
you.
of the other
you.
brain. You'd have to. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you.
He's probably uploaded his brain to the cloud as
Which one's
well.
actually you?
Yeah, but it's not. It can't be me because I'm still
Oh,
there.
like it's,
Right,
yeah,
but
so
you
they-
think it's actually you, and you will
it's-
think that you're
it's-
it.
It
You can
basically,
sync it
it was
across
like
the
if you were a
cloud, it'll be
twin in a
fine.
way, you know,
Yeah.
like just
and
You're-
Harry's
oh, I guess it's more of a
You know when
clone.
your iPad's linked to your iPhone and all that.
What-
you know what I mean.
Service
That
go
type
down.
of the idea.
Let's go down.
I'm in trouble.
You got some data stored in your cache, you're fine. You're
Watch
fine.
out, guys! Got 12 hours maintenance on the servers.
I'm dropping frames, lads. I'm dropping frames.
Dropping frames, lads, I'm dropping frames.
Shut down for 12 hours. I guess when you sleep, you could have a little update, software update.
You know the TikTok he did with the cereal.
Oh, the lagging in real life.
The lag in real life.
Yeah.
Walking around dropping frames.
It should be noted that Kurzweil has been making predictions about the
This is one
future of
Donnie doing
technology for
everything.
over 30 years, with an astonishing rate of
mental.
accuracy. Fully 86% of his predictions have come to pass, and
Jeez.
he's long insisted that at our rate of technological advancement, we will experience what he calls a technological singularity. He describes this as the point at which we will multiply our effective intelligence a billion-fold by merging with the intelligence we have created. And if you think that sounds crazy, consider the humble smartphone. Obsolete though it may soon be, we use these devices as extensions of ourselves already. There's no need to rack your brain trying to remember a detail of some movie to win an argument when you can quickly look it up
True,
online.
you're not
Or stand
wrong.
in the rain trying to hail a cab when you can just tell Siri to get you an Uber. We do these things without even thinking of the time when they simply weren't possible. And as new technological advances
True.
keep coming fast and furious, we will integrate them into our lives just as eagerly as we did the first iPhone. Many futurists agree that the singularity, the point at which human beings and our technology become one and the same, will take place by 2050, but not Kurzweil. He thinks it'll happen by 2045, and he's not often wrong.
Oh,
my god.
Did they say 86% of his predictions have come to pass?
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
This Donnie knows his business.
I mean, this stuff's got to happen. Well, not got to happen, but it seems like it's set to happen, right? Because they've been trying to do it for years. Ever since we was at school, they were saying we were going to do this.
Yeah,
And
that
it's
is
never
true.
changed.
You're not
And to be
wrong.
fair, think about it, like, 20 years ago, the Nokia 3210 came out.
20 years ago. 20 years.
Toby's like, no,
Everyone's
don't do
gassed.
that to
You
me.
can play Snake, bro.
You can play
Mate, I
Snake,
don't know. I feel
bro.
like a tingly thing. I don't know.
2003
Yeah,
comes.
like
Snake
a
2, boys. There's Snake 2.
Snake 2.
It's like the first one, but it's different. Meanwhile, we're now using phones to everything.
Remember the days of monophonic ringtones and that?
What's it, Jamster? Paper Crazy Frog.
Yeah.
Well, you
Oh.
You lot are really old.
we're in
I'm
boomers.
not- I'm
Bro,
not
you're like
part
4
of this.
years younger than us. Shush.
Harry,
You can try and play the young card as much as you want. But deep down, you know you're getting old. I can hear the
I'm
panic in
slipping
your
away.
voice.
It's my birthday in 4 days. I'm done.
I'm done, boys.
Do you remember what a PDA is, Harry?
A PDA. That's what Josh and Fred do in public, no?
Hey,
No.
hey,
No.
me.
Personal digital assistant.
Oh no, I'm not.
I never used one of those, to be fair, Toby.
Well, I never used one. I wasn't old enough. I was just seeing if you remembered it.
They're just like having
Anyway, boys, we're waffling. We're waffling.
What do you
Thanks
mean
for watching
waffling?
Sidemen Reacts, boys. I'll see you
Yeah.
lot in the cloud.
I'll see you. Oh, yeah, you're not wrong. See you in the cloud. That's the thing, though. Like, it sounds, in theory, it sounds amazing, but just like they said, like Josh was saying in the movie In Time. Like, I know there was like there's that big divide, like between like, you know, the people who have money to like basically live forever versus the people who are barely making ends meet and stuff like that. Granted, I mean, there's kind of that already now, but like just it's different when you're like, because they're getting paid in literal time. Like there's no money involved. Like it's literal time. Like is crazy. Ugh. I don't know how to feel about this type of stuff. Just because I'm like, yeah, like don't get me wrong, like it does sound really, really cool and like, oh my gosh, like what? Yeah, that's sick. And then, but that's the thing, people like abuse it That's my biggest thing. Like, that's where stuff really goes wrong, is when people start abusing it for the wrong reasons. That's when I get like, oh boy, like, because somebody's trying to do it for something like for good, and then somebody, of course, has to try to use it for something not so good, and it's just like, oh, but like, but there's like, but because it's not just black and white, like that's what I'm saying, like, because they could be thinking it's like, good for their moral sake, but for this person, to them, that's not right, and it's just, it's a big whole ordeal kind of thing. So I don't think I would. Like, I don't think, like, I'd be like, I don't think I would. Like, Harry, he's like, I wouldn't put that neuralizer thing in my head to, like, connect to everything. I don't think I would either. I don't, like, like, no, like, I don't want that. Like, no. Just leave me alone. Just, nope. Maybe down the line when I'm 50 and, like, can't remember nothing, I'm like, maybe I should get it. I don't know. So, who knows? But at this point in my life, I'm like, no, I don't really think, like, Let me know, how do you guys feel about these things that will happen by 2025? I still don't know how to feel about it. I really don't. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I'll see all you beautiful, wonderful people in my next video. Alright, I love you all. Bye.